Welcome to Local Control, Task 19, Issue Lineup and Wait. For air traffic control, lineup and wait is used to inform pilots to taxi onto the departure runway to line up and wait. It is not authorization to take off. It is used when takeoff clearance cannot immediately be issued because of traffic or other reasons. The intent of lineup and wait is to position an aircraft for an imminent departure, and they should be on the runway for longer than 30-ish seconds, according to the .65. The phraseology we use for this is runway 23 left, line up and wait. Do not issue conditional instructions that are dependent upon the movement of an aircraft on or approaching the runway or a departure aircraft established on a takeoff roll. Do not say line up and wait behind landing traffic. So in this example, you would see the blue F-35 and the heavy C-17 short final. We couldn't tell the F-35 Jester 2-1, runway 23 left, line up and wait behind heavy C-17 short final. Additionally, we can't tell the C-12 at the intersection, Cobra 1-2, give way to F-16 landing roll, runway 23 left at Bravo, line up and wait. We'd have to wait for those aircraft to pass those intersections before we could do that. Do not issue a landing clearance to an aircraft requesting a full stop, touch and go, stop and go, option, or unrestricted low approach on the runway with an aircraft that is holding in position or taxiing to line up and wait until the aircraft in position starts takeoff roll. For in this example, we'd have an F-16 that's on final, requesting a full stop or some sort of clearance. We'd have to say, Jester 2-1, runway 23 left, continue, traffic holding in position. Again, in this situation, you can see the F-35 can't roll yet because there's a C-12 on the runway. Do not authorize an aircraft to line up and wait if an aircraft has been cleared to land, cleared to touch and go, stop and go, option, or unrestricted low approach on the same runway. So in this example, we could not put the C-12 in line up and wait position at Bravo if the F-16 on final was already cleared. Do not authorize an aircraft to line up and wait when the departure point is not visible from the tower, unless the aircraft's position can be verified via ASDE or the runway is used for departures only. At Edwards, we don't have departure-only runways, and we do not have ASDE. So, for example, if there was a hangar over the runway, or a hangar in a situation where we could not see the departure aircraft, we could not issue the line up and wait instructions. Do not authorize an aircraft to line up and wait anytime when the intersection is not visible from the control tower. Same thing. When an aircraft is authorized to line up and wait, inform it of the closest traffic within 6 flying miles requesting a full stop, touch and go, stop and go, option, or unrestricted low approach to the same runway. This used to read 6 mile final. However, now it just says 6 flying miles. So commonly, we used to just issue traffic when there was an F-35 or any type of aircraft on final for runway 23 left, and we put somebody on line up and wait. However, common mistake at Edwards is we have an aircraft that's been given a closed traffic clearance, and they have start that closed traffic turn, and we do not issue traffic to either one of the aircraft about each other. We will wait until we clear the T-38 for departure, and then we issue the traffic. This is a common mistake and should be corrected. If you give that F-16 closed traffic, you'd say closed traffic approved, traffic T-38 holding in position. Additionally, you tell the T-38, Cobra 38, runway 23 left, line up and wait, traffic F-16 departure and crosswind. Or if you're giving traffic to the aircraft on final, it would be the next aircraft on final. Again, you wouldn't issue traffic to the T-38 on both aircraft, just the next aircraft that's going to be coming in for any one of these types of approaches. An aircraft may be authorized to line up and wait at an intersection between sunset and sunrise under the following conditions. The procedure must be approved by the appropriate service area director of air traffic operations. The procedure must be contained in a facility directive. The runway must be used as departures only. Only one aircraft at a time is permitted to line up and wait on the same runway. So again, at Edwards, we don't have a departure-only runway, so we would not be able to do this at intersections. When a local controller delivers or amends an ATC clearance to an aircraft awaiting departure, and that aircraft is holding short of the runway or is holding in position on a runway, an additional clearance must be issued to prevent the possibility of an aircraft inadvertently taxiing onto the runway or beginning takeoff roll. In such cases, use one of the following ATC instructions as appropriate. Hold short of runway, hold in position. For the U.S. Air Force and the U.S. Navy, when issuing additional instructions or information to an aircraft holding in takeoff position, include instructions to continue holding or taxi off the runway unless it is cleared for takeoff. So how we would say this would be continue holding, traffic F-16 5 mile final, or continue holding, traffic F-16 departure and downwind. Or if we couldn't give them a departure clearance and we realize that this is not going to work, we could tell them taxi off runway, and we have to tell them how to get there and additional traffic as necessary. So for intersection line up and wait during daytime operations, how the phraseology would be runway 23 left at Bravo, line up and wait. For example, the C-12 would be runway Cobra 12, runway 23 left at Bravo, line up and wait, traffic C-17, landing roll. However, if the C-12 calls up ready for departure and the F-35 also calls up ready for departure and we decide to put the F-35 in the line up and wait position first, we would have to say Jester 12, runway 23 left, full length, line up and wait, and then any additional instructions as necessary. Again, that's only if the C-12 were to call ready for departure at the intersection first. If he does not call, we would just say runway 23 left, line up and wait. Only one aircraft at a time is permitted to line up and wait on the same runway unless the coordinator position is staffed. So if we were to have an aircraft at Bravo and at taxiway Charlie, we would not be able to put them both in line up and wait unless coordinator was active. Do not issue clearances to small aircraft to line up and wait on the same runway behind departing super or heavy aircraft to apply the necessary intervals. So in this example, we have a heavy KC-135 and a T-38 holding short. This is a very common issue at Edwards, and we could put F-16s or F-35s, F-18s in line up wait position, but T-38s specifically we cannot. That concludes Task 19. Thank you.